India has surpassed China. The number of people over the age of 65 is expected to exceed 1 billion. The pressing issue of climate change by 2030. Disruptions in the United States, European Union and Africa. The rise of great power competition in technology, how we tackle climate change, how we address economic inequality, how we navigate the digital revolution. Imagine a world where India has surpassed China as the most populous nation. This is not a distant reality, but a probable outcome by 2030. As we look towards the future, it's clear that dramatic shifts in global population are on the horizon. India, a nation known for its vibrant cultures and rich history, is projected to overtake China's population throne. With an estimated population of 8.5 billion worldwide by 2030, a significant chunk of this number will be calling India home. This shift will undoubtedly bring about a myriad of social, economic and political changes as India adapts to its new status as the world's most populous country. But the population shift isn't just happening in India. We're also seeing a significant surge in sub-Saharan Africa. This region, often overlooked in global discussions, is set to experience a population boom. As its youthful population grows, sub-Saharan Africa could become a crucial player on the global stage. From expanding markets to increased influence in international affairs, the possibilities are immense. It's not all about the young, though. Another significant shift is happening at the other end of the age spectrum. By 2030, the number of people over the age of 65 is expected to exceed 1 billion. That's 1 in every 8 people on the planet. This shift towards an aging population poses its own set of unique challenges. From healthcare to social security, elder care, and even workforce dynamics. But it's not all doom and gloom. An older population also means a wealth of experience and wisdom that can be harnessed for the betterment of society. It's a chance for us to rethink and reshape how we value and integrate older generations into our communities. The shifting demographics of the world present both challenges and opportunities for societies and governments alike. As we move forward, it's essential to keep these shifts in mind, as they will undeniably shape the future of our world. In the face of rising middle-class demands, climate skepticism and geopolitical competition, how will the world tackle the pressing issue of climate change by 2030? As we look towards the future, commitments from various governments to achieve carbon neutrality paint an optimistic picture. According to the World Economic Forum, a future where renewable energy reigns supreme is not only possible but also highly probable. Solar, wind, and other renewable sources are not just alternatives anymore, but are becoming the mainstay of global energy production. But like any epic journey, the path towards this sustainable future is not without its obstacles. One major hurdle is the ever-growing demand from the world's expanding middle class. As more people aspire to a higher standard of living, energy consumption will inevitably rise. This could potentially slow down the transition to a carbon-neutral world. Furthermore, despite the scientific consensus on climate change, there remains a significant amount of skepticism. Some still question the extent of human impact on the global climate, and these voices could slow down or even derail efforts to implement necessary changes. In addition, geopolitical competition poses another challenge. Climate change is a global issue, but the responses to it are often shaped by national interests. Countries may hesitate to take steps that could potentially disadvantage them, economically or politically. This could lead to a lack of cooperation and hinder global efforts to combat climate change. But let's not lose hope. The challenges are significant, but so too is the potential for innovation and change. As we've seen in the past, humanity has a knack for rising to the occasion when the stakes are high. And the stakes have never been higher. The world's response to climate change in the next decade will undoubtedly shape our future for generations to come. So as we look towards 2030, let's remember that the choices we make today will echo through the ages. It's up to us to ensure that those echoes tell a story of resilience, innovation, and a world that chose to embrace a sustainable future. How might the erosion of liberal democracy and the rise of great power competition in technology affect our world by 2030? A question that's been lurking in the minds of many as we move towards an uncertain future. Let's start with the potential constitutional crises and disruptions in the United States, European Union and Africa. These democratic institutions may face challenges as they grapple with a rapidly changing world. In the United States, the balance of power continues to sway, leading to potential disruptions. Over in the European Union, the Union's unity could be tested as member countries grapple with varied political and economic landscapes. Africa, on the other hand, is set to experience a population surge, which could lead to increased demands for democratic representation and potential political upheaval. But it's not just political landscapes that are undergoing transformation. The rise of great power competition in technology is another crucial factor that's shaping our future. Technology has become a significant player, with nations vying to establish dominance in areas like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, biotechnology, and more. This competition could potentially lead to a technological arms race, where the balance of power is determined by technological prowess rather than traditional military strength. The impact of this technological competition on societies could be profound. On the one hand, it could drive innovation and progress, leading to advancements that improve our lives. On the other hand, it could exacerbate existing inequalities, with only the wealthiest having access to the most advanced technologies. Furthermore, the rapid pace of technological advancement could outstrip our ability to regulate it, leading to potential misuse and unforeseen consequences. As we move towards 2030, we find ourselves at a crossroads. Will we uphold the principles of liberal democracy, or will we see it erode under the weight of technological competition and political uncertainty? Will technology be a tool for progress and equality, or will it become a means of control and division? The intertwining of technology and politics promises a future where innovation and governance are more closely linked than ever before. As we navigate this new landscape, the choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. How will values shape geopolitics and societal norms by 2030? That's a question on many minds today. As we traverse the tumultuous landscape of the 21st century, it's becoming increasingly clear that our collective values, what we stand for, what we believe in, are playing a more prominent role in shaping the geopolitical scene. Take the European Union, for instance. The EU has long been driven by a values-based approach, placing a high premium on principles such as human rights, democracy, and the rule of law. Whether it's their stance on climate change, immigration, or economic inequality, the EU's policies are often a reflection of these deeply held values. This approach not only affects the decisions within the Union, but also influences their relationships with other nations. Across the Atlantic, the United States is experiencing a contest over values. As a melting pot of cultures, the US has always had a diverse set of beliefs and values. Today, these differences are coming to the fore, impacting everything from domestic politics to foreign policy. The way these debates unfold will undeniably shape the country's geopolitical position. Values also play a significant role in societal norms, particularly in how we treat marginalized groups. The treatment of women and the LGBT community, for example, is often seen as an important indicator of values-based approaches. By 2030, societies that uphold equality and inclusivity will likely fare better on the global stage. But it's not just about the treatment of marginalized groups. Values also influence our approach to global challenges. How we tackle climate change, how we address economic inequality, how we navigate the digital revolution. All these are ultimately a reflection of our values. In the end, it's clear that values are not just abstract concepts confined to philosophy textbooks. They are tangible forces that shape our world, influencing everything from the decisions we make as individuals to the policies we pursue as nations. As we look to 2030, it's clear that the values we uphold will play a crucial role in shaping our societies and our world. In a world increasingly reliant on technology, how will the landscape of education change by 2030? One way to answer this question is to take a look at the significant growth of the global EdTech market. This sector, which was valued at a staggering $106 billion in 2021, is projected to grow annually by a robust 16.5% from now until the end of the decade. By 2025, it's estimated to reach a mind-boggling $404 billion. North America currently holds the lion's share of this market, amassing 35% of the global revenue. However, the Asia-Pacific region is not far behind, with its EdTech sector growing at a compound annual growth rate of 19%, the fastest in the world. The rise of EdTech unicorns also signals a shift in the education sector. The number of these billion-dollar startups has nearly doubled in the past 2 years, with 36 globally as of July 2022. Collectively, these companies have raised over $30 billion and boast a total market value of $105 billion. Venture investments in EdTech too have seen a significant uptick, skyrocketing from $500 million in 2010 to a whopping $16.1 billion in 2021. The workforce education segment has been the primary recipient of these investment deals, followed by K-12 and higher education sectors. The demand for new skills, particularly in the IT industry, is one of the key drivers of this growth. The increasing number of mobile devices and the accelerated development of online learning platforms due to the COVID-19 pandemic have also played a significant role in transforming the education landscape. With the rapid growth of EdTech, the way we learn and the skills we acquire are set to experience a paradigm shift by 2030.
As we conclude our journey today at AI Future Hub, remember that you've stepped into the future where artificial intelligence shapes possibilities. Hope you've benefited from our cutting-edge content. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. Show your support by hitting that like button. Share our videos and spread the future. Don't miss your chance to be with us again on this journey by subscribing, liking, and sharing. Until next time, keep exploring the future with us.